13 mysterious things even scientists can't explain. Now, we've been trying to explain numerous miraculous things on our planet. Nowadays, most of them are explained scientifically. However, there are still some phenomena that are too hard to believe, and we don't understand what they are. Is time travel possible? Do you know who made those strange symbols in the Amazon rainforest? Maybe aliens did? We're going to tell you about 13 mysterious phenomena that would send cold chills down your spine. 13. Bimini Road. Do you believe what psychics say? Have you ever visited a seance? If not, maybe it's time you started looking for a psychic because of this story. In the 1930s, American psychic Edgar Cayce claimed that either in 1968 or 1969, the ruins of the lost city of Atlantis would be found in Bimini. Now you might think, no big deal, these scammers predict a lot of things that don't come true later. Yes, they do, but this case is different. In September 1968, 2,300 meters of neatly placed limestone blocks were found in the sea near Paradise Point in northern Bimini. This chain of blocks is now called Bimini Road. Some people think these are the remnants of the famous civilization. Others believe it's the result of the seabed deepening. Until we have a reasonable explanation of where these blocks came from, Psychics 1, Skeptics 0. 12. Dancing Plague. Now, the story goes that in July 1518, Mrs. Troffea started to dance and couldn't stop. After 1 week, 34 more people danced along with her. After a month, the total number of the dancers reached several hundred. They danced without stopping, and 400 people died of exhaustion, heart attacks, and strokes. Looks like Mrs. Troffea was a heck of a dancer, and she should have opened her own dancing classes. But all kidding aside, the phenomenon doesn't have any satisfactory scientific explanation. None of the theories explain the unbelievable stamina needed to dance for several days. Without watching a Brightside video, of course. 11. Time Traveler. In 2003, the FBI arrested a man accusing him of a stock exchange scam. He had only $800, but he managed to earn $350 million through 126 very risky deals. After being arrested, the man, whose name was Andrew Carlson, claimed that he had received the information from the future. He said that he came from the year 2256 in a time machine. And we're wondering which explanation is more likely. He used a time machine, or it was all just a big scam. Later, someone paid a bond of $1 million for him, and Andrew disappeared. Probably he went back to the future to spend his honestly earned money. 10. The Boiling River. A little boy, this is how all scary stories start, named Andreas Russo often heard his grandfather tell him of a legend of a river that quite literally boiled its enemies in its water. Andreas dreamed of discovering the river, so when he grew up, he became a geologist. He took a local shaman as a guide and discovered the river in 2011. He measured the temperature of the water and found that it was around 186 degrees Fahrenheit. However, Andres was a scientist, so he took a scientific approach and found a reasonable explanation. The river is just 430 miles away from the closest volcano. So much for a miracle. 9. Yonaguni Underwater Ruins. In 1986, some scientists found terraced formations near the island of Yonaguni. The underwater monuments might mean that there were civilizations in the pre-glacial period. However, scientists don't take these artifacts seriously. They argue about their origin. Tell us what you think in the comment section below. 8. The picture from the Bralorne Museum. Here comes another time traveler. The photo that you see right now shows the opening of the Gold Bridge in Canada in 1941. Right here, among the crowd, there's a man who's dressed absolutely not according to the 1940s fashion. He's wearing something that looks like a zipped hoodie and a t-shirt with a 20th century style logo. The most amazing thing is that he's holding a portable camera in his hands. 7. Amazon rainforest geoglyphs. When scientists were studying the open landscape of the Amazon rainforest, they noticed numerous drawings carved into the ground. They call them geoglyphs. They've discovered 450 geoglyphs in northern parts of Brazil and Bolivia. The most ancient of them are estimated to be from 3,000 to 3,500 years old. Nobody knows what these geoglyphs were used for and what function they had. The major theory claims that these constructions were meant for common meetings, discussions, and rituals. 6. Earthquake lights. The bright lights that accompany earthquakes are considered to be one of the most mysterious phenomena. Since 1600, there have been 65 proven cases of shining in the sky during seismic activity. However, the probability of seeing such lights is very low, and you can only see the light in 0.5% of all earthquakes. Can you imagine how many earthquakes you have to survive to see the lights at least once? Many theories have been proposed to explain this phenomenon, but none of them has come close to the truth. 5. A frozen girl. On December 20, 1980, Jean Hilliard was driving to her parents' home in very snowy weather. Her car suddenly stalled. Of course it did, otherwise this story wouldn't end up in this video. Jean decided to walk to her friend's home nearby. The air temperature was minus 76 degrees Fahrenheit, so she lost consciousness due to overcooling and spent 6 hours lying in the snow. When Jean was taken to the hospital, she showed no signs of life, and her skin was so solid that it was impossible to give her a shot. The doctors were sure that Jean was dead. But what do doctors know about miracles? Sometime after being defrosted, she started moving a little. After 3 days, she began to move her legs, and in 6 months, she was considered absolutely healthy. Can you believe that? We're not sure we can. 4. The Ghost Ship. Carol A. Deering was an American commercial schooner. It became a famous ghost ship because it was found aground in 1921 with no crew on board. The galley was full of food, the logbook was absent, together with personal belongings, the anchor, and navigation devices. At the end of 1922, the investigation was stopped without any official conclusion. I mean, right, why would anyone want to know what happened to the team? 3. The Rain Man. Don Decker's grandfather died in 1983 in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. After the funeral, Don suddenly felt feverish and fell into a trance. At the same moment, water started dripping down the ceiling and the walls of the living room. There were no water pipes in this part of the house, so everybody was completely puzzled. Don't, friend, call the police. Like this video, if you wish you had such loyal friends too. Officers asked to carry Don out of the house and take him to the nearby pizza place. The same thing happened there. As soon as Don left the building, the rain stopped. 2. The Underwater Ocean. Scientists discovered a gigantic reservoir of water 410 miles deeper than Earth's surface. Scientists think that the reservoir is at least 2.7 billion years old. Its volume is several times bigger than the volume of the world ocean. Thanks to this discovery, a new theory was developed. Earth's oceans could have appeared because the underground ocean burst outside, not the other way around as we thought previously. 1. Overtoun Bridge. This bridge is situated in Scotland, and we could call it an ordinary bridge if it didn't make dogs commit suicide. Yes, you heard it right. For some reason, dogs jump off the bridge and die, even though there's nothing under it that would attract their attention. The scariest thing is, the dogs that don't die after the first attempt jump again. Now, it doesn't happen very often, usually once a year, but it still sounds very scary and strange. Do you know of any other unexplained mysteries? Tell us in the comments section below, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to join us on the bright side.